Welcome back. After another intense busy period, I've managed to find some time over the last week and a half to chip away at something different that actually I hadn't mentioned in any previous videos, but going right back several years to my American War of Independence or American Revolutionary War collection. Here are some 28mm Perry miniatures, metal, American Riflemen in various types of hunting shirts. Now these figures were undercoated and primed and so on, I think. God, it must have been right back when I made those original videos and did some sharp practice battle reports, so maybe like 3 years ago. They've been knocking around in the box with the rest of the collection, including a few other bits that aren't finished, like riflemen and militia, and civilian figures and a few other bits and pieces. Although the rest of the collection is, pretty well finished. I've got them out of the box several times. I remember once last year I actually got them out with the intention of painting them. They sat on the desk for over a year at the back. I put them away again, I got them out again. I actually put them on the end of my current desk, maybe like a month and a half ago, 2 months ago. And then I finally looked at them, having finished something else, and thought, do you know what? I've got a little bit of time. If I chip away over a few nights, I'll get them finished, because they were in a half painted state by that point. And here they are, finally, at last. And so I'm quite pleased with them. I have basically fudged some steps. I haven't gone quite as deep as I have in the past with highlights and so on. Like there isn't wood grain on the rifles. I haven't been as careful with the metals and so on. I've just got them to a decent enough tabletop standard for my purposes. And just try to get them finished, really, and then on the table. They could maybe do with a little bit of a slight, colour spot or colour pop on the bases, maybe some little flowers on one or two of them. But I think they're perfectly serviceable like this. They're nice miniatures. Lots of good detail, as always, from Perry. You can see going around, I've tried to do different shades of hunting shirt for them as well. Some of them have got different types of leggings and moccasin colours on that I've varied throughout. As always, quite nice faces and poses and dynamics to Perry miniatures. The purple hunting shirt might be a bit vivid. Like, I know they existed. This could be a bit strong, but I went with sort of the purple colours I had, and it's fine. Maybe it's brand new and it's just been made and it's going to fade out a bit in the sun as he wears it. Although he is a bit more, I would suggest, of a conspicuous target than his compatriots along the line here. I'll just give you a little view of some of the back parts of them. Actually, for example, I've skipped here highlighting this bedroll or blanket roll or whatever it is on the back. Just didn't want to spend the time on that. But I've highlighted enough of the bits that I'm sort of bothered about. And perhaps I haven't done as much variation across them as I could have done to make them individual. Like I've matched strap colours on them to make batch painting them easier. But in general, I'm pleased with the way they've come out. I'm just glad they're finished. That gives me this little group of 6, maybe in the future, like everything else aspirational, to play a little bit more sharp practice or something like that. But yeah, very happy with them in terms of what I've been able to achieve in the time that's available. So there you are, in case anybody wants to see what the back of this pack of miniatures looks like as well. This is what these figures look like from the back. I may well have fudged some of the painting at the back because you don't tend to look at that bit. But there you go. They're mounted on 2mm MDF as usual. I have painted the edges in, but a little bit sloppy because I realised I'd already put the magnetic sort of base bottoms on, and therefore it's quite hard to do that neatly. I could go back and sort of tidy that up in the future, I suppose. But it doesn't really matter because often they're going to be sat inside the MDF cutouts that I've got with the neodymium magnets in the bottom, in the base of the really useful boxes that I use. And that is it. It's a very short update to show that, it's actually quite pleasing to have something completed for a change. And that collection, like everything, has languished slightly. There's been enough functional models in it to do something with. But there you go. So that is all for today. I'm pleased with these. I'll get them in the box where they'll probably not see the light of day for a good period of time again before I eventually have another little burst of time to finish something. I hope you've enjoyed looking at these. If you've got any questions, please let me know. And in the meantime, I hope you enjoy your hobbying.